Hello guys, welcome back to Trading with Empower. I hope this video can empower you in your trading activities. So what's happened so far? BTC has been going according to plan, has been dropping according to plan. Let's do a bit of recap. In the previous video I said that I'm using my phone to record this video right now, so you'll see a bit of resolution, maybe quite a bad resolution. I don't know, I haven't tried recording on my phone. I'm trying to record on my phone today, and I'll post it on YouTube and see how it goes. So previously we had this one, and we also had this one. So previously there was a breakout at this point. There was a breakout at this point with the ABC, and then we expected higher, and then so it went up. After it went up, we expected this to make another there was this line here, this dark blue line. This dark blue line was an uptrend, and it was very it was quite exhausting. What I was trying to say is that this dark blue line is a trend that's at the very top, and it's going to be broken very soon. So we expected two things back then. We expected that this trend breakout would end up in a higher high, and before it breaks this dark blue line, before it breaks down, it would make another high before coming down. But as you can see, this dark blue line is broken, and that's why we have this scenario where this light blue line, the turquoise line, came down to be broken up, and then we'll have an ABC scenario where A, B, C ends up going down. So after it came down, we also had an ABC scenario, not on BTC. On BTC wasn't very clear. The ABC scenario was from this point coming down here, coming up, going up, and then coming down here. So in the previous video I had this. Hold on a second, let me delete this. So yeah, in the previous video, let me zoom in, and it was I was saying that it's making ABC to drop down to this point, 21.5k. Last night it dropped to roughly 21.5k, and today, this morning, it bounced up before making another downtrend, before breaking down further. In the group just now, I was saying that it would stop at 20.8k. In the group today, I was saying that this was a bear flag for the daily trend, and the bear flag is going to break down towards 20.8k. and let's see what is it now. It's not 20.8k. well, I can't never be too accurate, too precise and accurate on the price, but we got the direction right. So the direction is, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I expect this with a spike in the volume. I expect this to be the end of this downtrend, of this. Hold on. So this is a daily trend. We're looking at the 3-day slash daily trend. We're looking at this trend coming down. if we see that there's a spike in volume for this bar at this moment, and I expect this to be the end of this turquoise downtrend, this turquoise line downtrend. Well, it can be or it cannot be. There's a possibility, there's always a possibility, but for now I think that that's the end, and we are going to bounce up. That's what I think. If you look at support and resistance area, we are below this previous support and resistance area. So previously, before the bounce up, we had this support area, and now we're below the support area. There's a breach in the support. Now we look at this, the next one, the next support. So this support area is for the pink trend, and this support area is also for the pink trend, but it's another is the previous pink trend. So I think this support area should be stronger than this, but okay. So that's breach, and now we're coming down here. So I said it's 20.8k was because there's a break of structure before this breakout here. We had 20.8k as the roughly the top the bottom of the trend. So that's why I say it's 20.8k, and of course it's coming down. Let me delete some of this. It's still in downtrend. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong and say that okay, this is the bottom and we can long. No, we're still in downtrend. Too many lines. Okay, clear. Well, we can live with this. So that's 20.3k. If we don't take that weight into consideration, we have 20.6k roughly. Anyway, this is our next support line. If that's broken, then we have the FVG and at this area, so this area can be filled, and if that's broken, we have this bottom at 19k. I think that we're going to bounce. We're going to bounce at this area, 20.8k. or right now. I'm not saying that this is the bottom, but we have the possibility, and we expect that to be the bottom. If that's not the bottom, fine, we drop some more. But before we drop, we're going to see a bit of a bear flag before we drop. So what happens normally is that I would tell my group to short at the 1 hour breakdown. So the 1 hour, let me delete this. The 1 hour breakdown is basically this 1 hour breakdown, and another 1 hour breakdown can be over here. So if this makes a bear flag before breaking down, we have to short at this area right here. So I hope it's clear. I'm doing this on my phone, but I hope that is clear. After that 1 hour breakdown, sorry, and brush. Yeah. If the 1 hour breaks down, if we see 20.6k area, then we would have made 5 waves down. With the 5 waves down, I expect that we would see a bullish divergence on the indicator. Even if we don't have an indicator, we'll see what I expect to see is that similarly to this candle here, we would see a great, a big spike in the volume, and I would expect that volume spike to be at least on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, I would expect the 1 hour volume to spike high. But of course, we already have this spike over here. That's why I suspect that this is the bottom. We are at support and we have a volume spike. This is making the buyer is putting up a lot of pressure on the seller. So when we see a wick at the bottom, we always think that, okay, there is buying pressure at the bottom. And of course, we have a long body of the candle. That means that, well, there's a lot of sellers from the top here all the way to the bottom right now. But of course, below that, we have buyers. Buyers are fighting against the sellers. So who wins at the end? I think, if we look at a lower time frame, the 15-minute time frame, the fight has not ended. The fight can still go on because this is still seller's territory. Seller's territory, yeah. And the seller can still go on to sell some more. But I doubt that it's going to produce a spike in volume as high as this one, because there won't be enough sellers to sell this anymore. And if you look at a lower time frame, there's nothing to see here really. What this is saying is that the 3-minute is going up and then it's coming down, and probably it can make a bear flag for the 3-minute. So what I'm saying is this. You can make a bear flag for the 3-minute before dumping down. That's our 3-minute chart. Okay. So let's go back to our HTF, high time frames. Yes, BTC has been going according to plan, according to what I posted on Twitter and on YouTube in my last videos. In my last few videos, BTC has been going down according to the level by level, according to what I said. And the next level that so in the previous, just the last video, I said that BTC was coming down here, and in the group some people are saying I'm waiting too long because they're all BTC was at the support region, but I told the group that we need to see something like this before we can long. If this was making a higher high before a higher low, then we can say that this is an uptrend. This daily trend, instead of making a bear flag, is actually making an uptrend. So with that uptrend, I will be more confident to say that the downtrend is over and we can long. But before we long, we also take it step by step, level by level. If we see any breakdown in those levels, then we wouldn't keep our long. However, as according to the plan, as I said in the group just now, this made a bear flag which broke down. So that took us to this point where we are sitting at this 21k level. This 21k can hold. I see signs of this to be the bottom. Like I said just now, there's spike in volume, and the aggressive selling momentum is over for the 1 hour chart, maybe it can continue on after it makes a bear flag like this one here. After it makes a bear flag, it can continue on to slightly lower 20.6k. Okay, that's possibilities. So for now, what do we do? What you can do is that you have to confirm that this 15-minute chart makes a higher low and then a breakout of the structure. Well, a high basically. So if it does that, what do you expect? We expect this bear flag to be formed, and you can long this bear flag. Or if you want to keep it safe, you don't want to take the risk by trading the lower time frames, then what you can do is that you wait for two things. You wait for this lower time frame to make a bear flag. So this is the lower time frame bear flag that we can expect, and we can short at this point so that it can go down some more. If we think that that's the bottom for the slightly higher time frame for the 1 hour chart, then what we can do is, let me go to 15 minutes. So what can happen right now is, let's delete this. This goes sideways. This goes sideways before coming down and up and further down. And then we extend our line. That's our bear flag for the 1 hour chart. Right. So we are just waiting for that right now. That's it for my BTC update for today. We are looking at BTC to go down. This is still bearish, so it can still go down. I'm not saying that it will go down, but it can still go down, or it can stop here and bounce. So either of that. And the way to determine the direction is we trade the lower time frame. If you don't want to wait to trade the lower time frame, then of course right, what you can do is this becomes the daily trend. Yeah, so for the daily trend, what I want to see is that I don't think it's the daily trend. I think it can still go down. So yeah, it's still going down. Anyway, if that's the bottom, what I expect is this. Like I said previously, over here, yeah, this made a higher high. So when this makes a higher high later, and then it makes another higher low here, then that could mark the end of this downtrend. What I mean is, if this makes a higher low over there, and just now, if it didn't break this bottom here, it makes a higher low before another higher high. So if this made a higher low just now, we would have longed here, but of course it didn't. It broke the structure, it broke the bear flag to come down here. So now we have another one forming. This either goes up, down, up, and then break this trend again, bear flag again, or this goes up, down, up, and then a higher low. And when that forms, when that higher low forms, we long. Okay, you can say that, right, it makes a higher it makes, you know, a higher low over here, that means that there's a change in the trend. There's a reversal in the trend. Yes, there is a reversal in the trend. This is the reversal in the trend, right? This is going up. So if you want to long here, I say you can. It's up to you. But remember, if you long here, then expect to close here, because you don't know whether this is going down to break this bear flag, or this is going to make a higher low to go up further. So if you long at this point, you have to close at this point. Yep, you got me. So that's it. Easy peasy. So what I would do today is I would trade the lower time frame. Yeah. I expect this to be the white bottom, like I said just now. White bottom. If you don't understand this theory about layers, this the colors of the trends, why do I draw it in white? Why do I know that it's white, and why do I draw this in green? Why is this orange? Come to my Discord group, and you're going to understand it, because it's explained there. Right, I expect this to be the bottom of the white before it makes either a bear flag, or let me draw it, either it does this, yeah, either this, or similarly this makes a higher low at this point. So if it makes a higher low at this point, it's going to bounce. If it doesn't, then it breaks down. So what do? We can long at this point, close at this point. At this point, we can short. If we short, we have to close here, or we don't short. We wait for the break of the structure of this white line before we short. And if it makes a high low at this point, we long. Okay? Trading is easy. You just have to know, what the market is doing. You have to know the layer structure, what the market in that layer, within that layer, is doing. So if the market in the layer, within this layer, is making an impulse move, moving up, then you expect, sorry, that's the coffee machine. So you expect this to go up further, right? If it's not impulse move, then you know what's going to happen. It's going to break down, right? I think that's it for the BTC update today. Yeah. Cool. Let's talk a little bit about the future. More into the future. So this is in the previous videos, and also my Twitter posts, I drew this for the higher time frames. So I expected BTC to bounce at 21.5k, this around this area, bouncing up to make a correction for this pink line. Yeah, the pink line. So I expected the pink line to end the downtrend at around this area, 21.5k, before bouncing up to make a correction before coming down again further. So that's the scenario number 2, I think. Yeah. And right now the scenario has not changed. It's just that BTC dropped further down. So this arrow right here is not finalized yet, so it can be moved. When we confirm that BTC has found the bottom at this point, then we expect that the pink trend will make a correction, and the correction will form a bear flag. The bear flag is for this this line here, this dark blue line. Yeah, so we expect this dark blue line to it's still coming down. You see, it's still coming down because we broke the dark blue line over here. So this dark blue line is still coming down. That's the layer that we have for, well, that layer, I don't have a name for it. And then with that coming down, with that in downtrend, we expect the pink line to make a correction from the bottom. So we don't know where the bottom is right now. I suspect that it's right here with the volume and other signs. It's indicating that this is the bottom. If we have a confirmation with the price action making uptrend, then this will make a correction. So how high the correction can be, I expect it to be, well, it can go up here and then up here, or what it can do is, let me draw it in with arrows. So if that's the bottom, we can expect a movement like this before coming down. Yeah, that's one. Second movement, no, too deep. Well, it can do this, right, before doing this and break down. That's the second movement. So which one is going to happen? I don't know. I believe that's scenario 2, and then another scenario is, what's this? That's scenario 1. Yeah, so we have 2 scenarios now. If this is the bottom, so we have 2 scenarios from then on. If this is the bottom, we go up to this level before coming down, and we go up further to this level. That's the order blocks, also our support and resistance levels. Yeah, scenario 1, and then from this it goes all the way to this order block before coming down and up and down. Yep, perfect. Well, that's the perfect scenario. Nothing is perfect in this world. Well, we expect that to happen. The point is, I think strongly that this correction is going to happen. It's going up. So when it goes up, you don't want to think that this is going higher. You don't want to think that this is going to go up to 26k or 28k or 30k. No, this is just making a correction. That will be the uptrend correction. Okay, right, I think that's it for my BTC update. That's quite complete, so you know where BTC is going right now, and you expect that. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video. Expect the next video in 2 days, maybe. You know, let's see. At this point, yeah, what's at that point? So in 2 days. So what I would see in 2 days is this. That's what I want to see in 2 days. So I'll see you at around this area, this point, yeah. I'll make another video. That's in 2 days. If that happens, you have to long. Okay, see you guys. Like, subscribe, and put on some comments or questions. If you don't understand anything about what I said in this video, just ask me. I'm always here. Join my Discord to learn more about technical analysis, market structure, how to, you know, logically analyze and determine the layers of the market. All right, goodbye.